Howdy fellas, I hope you had a great Independence Day holiday and didn't eat too much barbecue and hot dogs and hamburgers and what have you. And speaking of Independence Day, as you know, that's the birth date of the founding of this country all those years ago. And that was the start of a long battle to gain freedom for the United States of America. And the freedom we enjoy today, and don't forget that. Please don't. But I just want to talk about a little bit. The military theory of those days was to use a musket because it was a smooth bore and much more rapid to load, and speed of loading and massed fire was pretty much the infantry tactic of the day. And those muskets, because they were smooth bore, were not very accurate past 100 yards. So, but the colonists didn't necessarily play fair. The militia was armed with the long rifle, like the one you see here. This is a Kibler Colonial rifle that I built a while back. Of course, it was rifled and accurate to greater distances than that. And the British couldn't stand that. They thought it was not fair and not very gentlemanly of the colonist militia, colonial militia, to use that rifled arm when they were using smoothbores. Another thing they didn't like, if you've ever watched the movie The Patriot, Mel Gibson's character, Colonel Martin, told his children to engage the officers. In other words, take the officers and the sergeants and what have you out first. British couldn't stand that because they thought that was not a fair fight, not being gentlemanly, because that took the leadership and cohesion out of that military unit. Well, I hate to tell you, that was the whole point of it. It was a struggle for freedom at all costs. So it introduced more or less, and they didn't like to use that term, the sniper, because a lot of times the colonials would hide back in the trees and the bushes and take pot shots at the British at long range, 200 yards, more. And a lot of people say you can't hit nothing with a muzzle over that far. Oh yeah, you can. You can hit something further if you know what you're doing. But anyway, the British could not stand that tactic. It just wasn't in their custom for things like that to be happening. But be that as may, that's one of the things that in the end probably defeated the British. You know, we just didn't want to play fair. So, like I said, anyway, I hope you had a great holiday, safe, and you didn't lose any fingers to fireworks, and had a good time shooting fireworks if that's what you did. Appreciate you watching and supporting the channel. God bless you. Keep your powder dry. Mind your top knot, builder.